Hey everyone, so I wanted to make this quick video in response to an argument I saw on social media. Basically, people were arguing about whether or not the late singer Aaliyah was light-skinned or brown-skinned. One person was arguing that she was light-skinned and the other person was adamant that no, Aaliyah was definitely brown-skinned. And quite frankly, this argument was pretty upsetting to me because out of all the things that you could talk about when it comes to Aaliyah, like her talent, her great career, her influence on the culture, they felt the need to argue passionately about her skin tone. Yes, passionately. It wasn't like one of them was like, oh, she was light-skinned, and the other person was like, oh, nah, she was brown-skinned. No, they were heated. Now, I have my own opinion on what Aaliyah's skin tone was, but it doesn't matter. I think this desire to strictly categorize people by skin tone is a direct result of colorism. I talk about colorism all the time on my channel because it is so intrinsically ingrained into our world, just like racism is. People that are brainwashed by colorism feel a strong desire to label people by their skin tone, and they get angry if someone disagrees with them. They feel so passionately about separating people based on skin tone because they know that a person having light skin versus having dark skin or, brown skin largely determines how that person will be treated within their own racial community. Of course, those of us that are no longer brainwashed by colorism also know that our skin tone will determine how people will treat you in our community, but the difference between us and the people that are still brainwashed by colorism is that we know, and more importantly acknowledge, that the differing way light versus dark skinned people are treated is unfair and a direct result of white supremacy. When someone says that all light-skinned people act like blank or that all dark-skinned people act like blank, we know that those statements are not true. They are not based in reality. You cannot say that a person's skin color determines how they will behave. That's not a thing. Now, I hate when people strictly categorize black people by their skin tone because, quite frankly, that is something that can, change. Sometimes you're darker and sometimes you're lighter. Aaliyah, like many other people, looks lighter in some pictures and darker in others. So what is the point in trying to definitively label what her skin tone is? There are way more important and substantial things to debate about, and a person's skin tone is not one of them. Now, don't get me wrong though, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying and never will say that we should completely ignore skin tone. I'm not one of those weirdos that walks around saying that I'm colorblind. It is very important to talk about skin tone, especially when you want to highlight cases in which a brand or an ad, whatever it is, does not represent an inclusive/diverse range of skin tones. Additionally, it can be useful to highlight the fact that there are people that lie about their skin tone. For example, some people might say that they are of a darker complexion because they are under the false impression that one has to be extremely light to be considered to be light-skinned, / they don't think they are worthy of the label. And then there are those that lie and say that they are of a lighter complexion because they dislike dark skin. However, in the case that I'm talking about, people were just lashing out at each other for no good reason. Colorism clearly has a strong effect on many people. Don't let yourself be one of them. Thanks for watching and hit that subscribe button, fam.